playing stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Flames will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Baylor Bears offense will have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates.
There he goes. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside, touchdown Bears! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
What a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Return goes out of bounds.
So Liberty's offense will take the field for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Flames will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Robertson. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Baylor!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Return goes out of bounds.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Flames have this offense rolling. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. The Flames pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Fighting off the defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now improvising. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism,
and he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And the Flames have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the try is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Cameron. And just a short save. This play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll go to the ground, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Turning it on.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cameron. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. Touchdown, Bears! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty. Over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking for space. It's Dickens. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is good.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Catch in the middle. It's Cameron. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. He's got him. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Cameron. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Back to pass, it's Vasco. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Catch in the middle. It's Jenkins. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rush is on him. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. And with time running out here in the second quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by...
There he goes! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Flames will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Hits the afterburners. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they... now first and goal.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football...
The Sneak scores it!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Goes to the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Flames have their offense in high gear. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Rides to back and leaves it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Grab near the marker is Cameron. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we... Fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the... You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to...
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Breaks the tackle. Running into the open space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And another broken tackle. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Liberty! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Handoff, keep working on that clock. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give out of the gun. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Bears are facing third and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Ready? Offense goes on the attack on first and 10. Cricket. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Bears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Baylor.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were.
Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Baylor Bears, taking on the Temple Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Baylor's offense will get the first swing of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Now on first down from the 40. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. The Bears can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cameron. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Grab near the sticks. It's Cameron. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
He's going for the goal line. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far. And that
sneaks it in.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Temple's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Simon. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Chase. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owl.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit, it's a seam wide open. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Dropping back, it's Simon. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Temple lining up to punt it away.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cameron. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
With the catch, it's Cameron. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Okay, ready? And the Bears are on the move. 29. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Caught near the sticks, it's Cameron. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance.
Looking for the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Flip it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They go to the ground. Hard running there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the big fella. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. There he goes. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's not all doinks are bad. Off the right, upright, and through. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Simon. Caught near the sticks. It's Chase. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've been steamrolled so far in this 1st half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Chase. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Owls in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Now adjusting. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. The give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Simon. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly.
The Bears will boot it away to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to.
Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Temple lines up quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Chase. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Simon. Throwing right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Power football with the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Prentice. Found a seam on the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! And the pummeling has started. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Back to throw, it's Simon. Bringing the heat. Got a man. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense this zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
And the Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bermudez. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Buys a little time. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first down.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown Bears! The defense putting points on the board.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. This will not be returnable as it's... out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, Temple.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Back to throw, it's Simon. Makes the grab, it's Chase. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bermudez. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. To the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Touchdown, Temple! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. White wants to throw it. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock, and we got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. So Baylor's offense will start this game off with the football. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing...
There he goes! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cameron. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To throw, it's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia State's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a ship.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Brown will throw it. He's got his man across the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Wiles. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the single back. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Still running at the 40. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Overton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. On the run, it's Simmons. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Prentice. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Let's go.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got his man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's caught. It's Hurst.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Finds his man. It's Hurst. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. On the move, it's Washington. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
Tackle is made at the 44-yard line. Second down coming up.
On the set. Get set.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. Fires left. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just... a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. Sneaks it into the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Riles. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off play action. Got him downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Brown wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And This defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. It's a draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely center cut. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Catch in the middle. It's Cameron.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grab near the marker. It's Hawkins. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. The short hands, it's Cameron. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down, just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Makes the grab. It's Cameron. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Touchdown Bears! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Using his legs, it's Simmons. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Got room at the 35, and they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Robertson. Caught close to the marker, it's Cameron. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. Makes it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosion. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
And they decide to trot out the kicker.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right?
Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. And they scoop it up.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal blocked because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you. All those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up and now. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got room to work.
The return brings it out to the 41. And the Baylor
First play of the drive comes from the 41.
42.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Gets it out fast. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Snagged out in the air. And point. Close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice...
Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be...
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Brown will throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bears will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So James Madison's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Barnett. Fakes to grab. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Quarterback on the keeper.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Ellis. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown in the opening drive of the game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it as a 27-yard line. The Bears offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming into this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Bears are marching. Field. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Let's talk for a second about Baylor. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity.
Touchdown Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Knight. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Under fire. Oh, he's got a chance. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sanchez. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Robertson. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The inside handoff. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air, using his feet to buy time. The throw. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Gonna run it. It's Knight. Got some room to run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Got it behind the line. It's Knight. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
In the red area, it's Knight. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll sneak it. And the Dukes line it up with a first and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Madison, 17, Baylor, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bears are on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Cameron. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. The sure hands, it's Knight. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Got a man, it's Knight. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? The Dukes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grab behind the line. It's Ellis. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Dukes have it with a first and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Turning it on!
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day. This one from 23. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're dealing with a second and long.
No gain on the play.
Offense in a bunch formation.
Easy.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the catch. It's Cameron. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Gonna run it. It's Washington. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Punch it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cameron. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Back's going for the goal line. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands. Because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down. To the goal line, finding creases.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Touchdown, Bears! And that one will give him the lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. And the Dukes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just waits. On that last play, you could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. This time he's got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs over the middle. It's Ellis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They're going to run it to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I that's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And the Dukes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Dukes want to crank the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ellis. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. To the air on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. The If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And the Bears are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip.